Cenk Uygur, of course, founder and host of the Young Turks, theyoungturks.com, is on with us. He, of course, left MSNBC for several different reasons we're going to talk about. He went over to Current TV with Al Gore involved and the Hyatts and others, and then now that's been bought out by Al Jazeera. And he joins us. He has one of the biggest media networks on the internet out there, probably only rivaled by Infowars.com or what Glenn Beck has developed over there with The Blaze. The radio listeners out there are excited to hear you on the broadcast. Where should we begin in this discussion today?
You tell me, Alex. We can talk policy. We can talk shows, politics. You let me know.
Let's talk about you a little bit. Most of the audience knows who you are, but I mean, how did you get started? How did you form your political beliefs?
Good question. So when I was growing up, I was a liberal Republican in the Northeast. That, of course, doesn't exist anymore, but it did back in the day. Voted for Tom Kean. Not voted for, I was too young, but supported Tom Kean, Whitman, et cetera, right? And then the Republicans lost me during George W. Bush. Gore was actually the first Democrat I ever voted for in 2000.
You see, there is something out there which threatens our very existence, and may be the end to the human race as we know it.
What do you mean? The cave-in is over.
I'm afraid you have a much bigger problem than a cave-in.
What's that?
It is a creature which roams the earth alone. It is half man, half bear, and half pig.
They lost me on a couple things. The Clinton affair was fun and funny, but I thought it was crazy to impeach a president over that.
I have a prepared statement for tomorrow, and in that statement I talk about a much more serious act that the president committed than anything that we've generally talked about, and that was the illegal bombing of Sudan and Afghanistan for political reasons. $200 million were spent for that without congressional approval. It was a cynical way of directing attention away from the president onto what he was doing in foreign policy. Unfortunately, though, it meets no resistance because too many on our side of the aisle like to drop bombs. And I think that's wrong. There's been a lot of talk about the Constitution in the last several weeks, in the last several months. A lot of people holding up the Constitution. But I'd like them to read the Constitution, everybody here in this Congress, to read the Constitution about committing acts of war.
Then they really lost me during the Iraq War, and then they really lost me during torture, and then they went down the spider hole of, warrantless wiretapping, gigantic abuses of our rights and civil liberties, etc. And I consider myself an independent. The Democrats drive me absolutely crazy. I am a progressive, meaning that I believe in expansion of freedom. I believe in protecting the middle class, et cetera. And there are some progressive in Congress, but not much. And Obama, I think, is nowhere near progressive. Final piece of the puzzle, when you say talk about the reasons why, that's where we have the huge disagreement, Alex. And look, I think the reasons are super obvious. I mean, you said a conspiracy out in the open. You want to talk about a conspiracy out in the open, the lobbyists say, we will give $100,000 to this guy, and we will hire his chief of staff, and we will hire him after he retires. They funnel all this money, and then they get the money back.
And then you got Congress insider trading.
Explain.
So if the power is all massing and foreign corporations and global corporations are taking control, don't you see then the wisdom for the people to be armed as a balance of power, as a check and a balance?
I understand what you're saying there, Alex, but I think it's unrealistic in a couple of different ways, and I think it has a huge downside, okay? So, number one, when I say it's unrealistic, look, man, we can have all the guns you want, and we could be out in the woods. When the government comes with drones, if they wanted to do that, I don't think they're going to do that, but if they wanted to do that, I mean, they blow us out of the sky. You can have 28 AK-47s.
Really?
You're never going to be
200,000 U.S. troops couldn't hold Baghdad. I believe you're wrong about that, and our people are inside the military. If they start trying to use the drones, even if they're automated, and controlled by the globalists, people in the military are going to wreck those systems. And the media just says, oh, you're making fun of gay people. It has nothing to do with that. It's a way to get the news out to say, are the juice boxes making you gay coming up? And then I'm like, well, actually, it's doing a bunch of stuff. But what's your take on that, Jink?
All right. So, first of all, on the joking around with stuff, man, we drive people crazy, and people don't like it when we joke around about them. But we do it all the time, and we do it to everybody, okay? And the audience likes serious stuff, but they like lighthearted stuff, too. And so, and Paul Krugman the other day got all hurt over Jon Stewart making fun of him. But that's just life, and everybody's going to get used to that. And people make fun of us all the time. And that just rolls off my back.
No, I don't mind you making fun of me. I mean, I'm a funny guy as well. I think you're a funny guy.
Really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy. What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What? It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
well, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Not just, you know how you tell the story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me.
Alex Jones has decided that he's going to take on the Young Turks. Fun for everybody.
We should have a weekly segment, Crazies versus TYT. Because every week it turns out that there's someone attacking us who seems like they have a couple screws loose.
Yeah.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
I mean, I saw a video yesterday where the Young Turds were saying that they are the #1 internet news show. I mean, I'm on over 100 AM and FM stations, XM. But on the internet, just look at my website on Alexa compared to their website. Look at my videos, more views. I mean, you're full of crap. I'm #1 in alternative media, period, globally.
Period.
He's #1, period.
Period.
By the way, here's one thing he's missing. It's a shirt.
Yeah, he's going to address that later.
Okay, but you know what? Actually, Jesus, I want to go to the first clip from when he finally puts the shirt on.
Okay.
Because he says the same thing here, but even with more detail, even though, as you saw, there's no numbers, there's no actual facts.
Right.
Let's watch that one.
Like, I saw the Young Turks website last night. I was looking at some YouTube videos. Of course, our YouTube channel has many times more views than they do.
Of course.
My radio show dwarfs their XM show. We're on XM too. But that's not what irritated me. It was the statement of the #1 news show on the web. Well, that's pure baloney. I am the #1 news show, bar none, by Google Analytics, Alexa, YouTube, every no one is close. No one is close.
No one is close. No one is
No
close.
one.
YouTube views, etc. He's got it.
Google Analytics, Alexa, no one.
No.
The only way to truly win in life is to do the right thing. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to be happy. Your life is not going to be 1/10 as good as it could be till you start fighting corruption. I mean, the stupid Young Turks show, millions of viewers a week on YouTube, where they play the part of the middle-of-the-road, laughing, joking newscast, did an attack piece on me saying, what's Alex so upset about CPS? What is that? Why is he angry at the CPS? What is that? How could 5-year newscasters, been around for 5 years, they have a show on XM Sirius too, how could they not know what CPS is? How could they think I was a weirdo for getting angry? Knowing that over 1 million kids a year are taken without due process by the Child Protective Services nationwide under a UN program, and that the CPS is 5 times more likely, in Europe it's 7 times, to abuse children than any other group.
And I think most people understand that Alex Jones is infotainment. You don't have to like him, but I think if you are doing like debunking videos of Alex Jones, you're already losing. And it looks like the Young Turks are going to have a narrative that suddenly, instead of laughing at Alex Jones, they're going to take him serious because he's very, very dangerous.
Recently, Alex Jones was speaking about Michael Wolff, the author of the controversial book Fire and Fury. And during his rant about Michael Wolff, he randomly mentioned Brian Stelter, who is the host of...
Oh, who is the king snake of all media. He is one of the biggest liars, and I view him as one of the most insidious because the purpose of his show is almost like, oh, we're going to give you an inside look on how the media really works. What would have to happen for a person to really, truly, genuinely be in a position to defend Brian Stelter? Well, I guess we're going to find out here.
Of reliable sources on CNN. He brought him up because he feels that Stelter looks a little like Michael Wolff. And then he proceeded to go on this, in my opinion, incredibly disturbing rant about Brian Stelter. I don't want to give too much away. I'm going to let you judge for yourselves. Let's take a look at the first video.
But just look at Stelter again.
Wait.
Put him on screen. I think this all the broadcast should be is just a photo of Stelter smiling. Oh my gosh. Oh, hell on earth.
Okay.
What is the big deal about that? I don't understand. There's not, I mean, that's Alex Jones being Alex Jones.
Because you're the amazing Randy, a big beard. You expose people that bend spoons. Oh, I'm not bending spoons, jackass. It's a plan. And I'm angry. I'm not a slave. I've broken the conditioning. It doesn't work on me. I'm primitive. I'm real. I know the enemy. And if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist. You have a strong will for one who's only lived one life. I mean, you think that stuff really works on me? Like your Jabba the Hutt? Ho, 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 teeny Jedi. Think so? You think all your games work on me? It doesn't work on me. And once the human spirit ignites, it doesn't work on anybody. I'm not here doing anything but opening the blinds to wake people up. And you don't like the light, do you? Pull those blinds up. I like sun. I love it. And red-blooded humans, I don't care what color they are, will never be your slaves.
And one of the things that I noticed when the corporate media talking points, you know, when they go out and you watch all the different channels cover the same thing with the same narrative, using the same words, just like fucking cult propaganda. One of the things about that one is the fake outrage. You saw fake outrage on Morning Joe. There was that blonde woman who was clearly acting the Young Turks in that video, that when they did it. Oh, that was incredible. It's one of the things that I think I even put the words above the picture when I put the video on the Hard Bastard channel. I think I even mentioned something about acting. I think I said bad acting or something like that. And then you also had the video where the Young Turks couldn't even pull off the acting and actually went against the narrative that they were trying to sell. And that was the video when they were talking about Donald Trump's diet and the Diet Coke that he drinks. And they even were like, you know what, I eat fast food all the time and I drink Coke, so whatever. This is, I think, one of the things here where it's obvious that they are pretending to view Alex Jones as dangerous.
But what was wrong with that picture? Right. I don't know what was wrong with that picture.
He's jealous of him because he's cuter than him. That's what it was.
He's got a nice smile. It's a good picture. I don't know.
Stelter was a good sport and said, thanks for using a flattering picture.
Yeah.
And yeah, there he is, right? So.
Yeah, it's a flattering picture. You totally do not have a resemblance from the Jack Nicholson Joker. You don't have a resemblance of that at all. You totally don't look like crazy Jack Nicholson from Batman at all.
He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows He is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash. I pledge before my Heavenly Father that I will resist them every way I can. These people are the literal demon spawn of the pit of hell. Look at him. And you know what? He is better than you if you keep letting him run your life. He runs your kids. He runs the schools. He runs the banks. This guy, this spirit, this smiling, leering devil that thinks you can't see what he is your enemy. Period. All the narcissistic, devil-worshipping filth. I see you, enemy. I see you, enemy. 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 You are my enemy. And I swear total resistance to you with everything I've got.
Okay, so he's a lunatic. Anyone who...
Who the fuck would ever take that serious? Do you remember when Alex Jones called Hillary and Barack Obama literal demons? And the media made a huge issue of it. By the way, did you notice the little box at the corner of the video? Media Matters for America. You know, David Brock, Angelo Carasone. Yes, that Media Matters video.
Now disputes that he's a lunatic. Let's just move on, right? So, look, there's getting animated on air, and we at the Young Turks have gotten animated on air. There's no question about that. Then there's that, right?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Animated? You've gotten animated? Should we run it now?
Oh, what a lovely day. Oh, I woke up this morning and I saw that something had happened at the Republican convention, and it was a meltdown and a temper tantrum from Cenk Uygur and his cronies. These people are furious. Ooh, they're so mad. And who are they mad at? Well, basically everything. Themselves, probably, if you wanted to get really psychological about it. But it gets projected outwards. And so this time, Cenk showed what an immature ass clown he was by freaking out, pretending like he was some brown silverback gorilla, and making a total dick of himself on camera, live, in front of the world. It is truly a majestic mental breakdown and an exhibition of how not to be. Total emotional immaturity, an utter disregard for professionalism, a flagrant lack of self-control, discipline, integrity, sense. The man is off the chain. I mean, he went into Brown Hulk mode. He got that juices flowing and
Point them out. They're right here to the left. There's change.
We're at right there. I'm gonna come sit in your lap. How's it going, man? Good to see you, man. You're looking sexy. Hey, how's the revolution going? You guys starting the revolution?
We are indeed, Alex. The revolution is afoot. Welcome to the Young Turks.
You overthrow America as an
I am going to restore American democracy along with progressives and conservatives in this country.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person. How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for President shirts everywhere?
No, I kind of despise it.
What shirt is the best thing for you?
Changes in demographics is that he wins white males in such overwhelming numbers that it overcomes every other demographic advantage Hillary has.
Come sit in your lap.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Alex Jones, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. You're looking sexy.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, so Alex Jones comes in. He's being gregarious. He's being a clown. That's what he is. He's a big provocateur. Conspiracy nut, right-wing dude, mostly harmless. I mean, the guy's just a loud presence. So he comes onto the set, and already Genk is uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable because this is the physical manifestation of having his bubble burst. So they have an echo chamber. They have a studio in Culver City. He's not used to dissent. They do not bring on somebody who is completely on the other side. It's just against their framework. They don't do that. He hand selects yes men to come on and parrot what he says. It's basically a pyramid scheme in which Cenk just gets people to prop him up so that he gets to sit on top of the pyramid. And everybody's validating everybody else. Yeah, right, we're right, yeah, okay, right, sure, right, yeah, okay. So Alex Jones comes in and he is like, oh shit, he's entered my territory. Oh God, me and my fat 5'9" body. I have to defend myself. Oh shit, do I have to piss in a circle around the set? I have a loud man who disagrees with me. Oh shit, what to do? Oh, the cameras are on, though, so I better pretend to be macho here.
What's wrong with America is not?
I am going to restore American democracy along with progressives and conservatives in this country.
All right, well, I got to tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person.
So right now, Genk is trying to be socially graceful. He's trying to roll with the punches. Well, he rolls with everything. I mean, but that's just a matter of physics. But he is playing along. But he doesn't like some of the dynamics. He doesn't like that you have this large man standing over you and yelling. And he's got a microphone. Uh-oh, that means he has the power. He has the conch. Isn't this Lord of the Flies? Do I need to grab the conch? Watch.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for Prison shirts everywhere?
No, I kind of despise it.
That's ripe, coming from a guy who has done hit piece after hit piece on Hillary Clinton. Hillary for prison? Dude, you've done like hours upon hours of content saying just that. But the t-shirt form? Oh yeah, now you're against it? See, let me explain to you just the overall scenario as to what's happening here. You have 4 regressives. Okay. Why are these people upset? Why are they bitter bitches? They're bitter because they wanted Bernie Sanders to win the presidency. Now, that's an understatement. They really wanted Bernie Sanders to win the presidency, and they dedicated their lives to that specific cause. Now, that cause failed. Okay, this is binary. He did not win, he lost. They lost. They are losers. Their ideas are inferior. The representative of their ideas failed, and they know this. And they deal with this. They swallow this. This festers inside their guts. But flash forward to today. Where are they? They're at the Republican National Convention. Okay, this is a fate worse than Hillary in their estimation. Way worse. And they're surrounded by the madness that is Donald Trump and the entire Republican Party. And so now they're faced with a huge amount of bitterness. Oh shit, we definitely can't have Trump as president, so now I'm forced to vote for Hillary, even though I hate her. What does that do to somebody's psyche? What does that do to their moment-to-moment field of energy? It makes them negative and angry and salty. It would be like this. It would be like saying, look, I really want to live a long and happy life. That is my #1 goal. And then somebody comes forward and says, no, actually that's not happening. That goal of yours has failed. You will not be living a long and happy life. Here are your choices now. You get to live 1 additional week while having your cock and balls trapped in a mousetrap. Or option 2, we kill you right now. Those are your 2 choices. That is where the regressives find themselves right now. Cock and balls in mousetrap for a week or instant death. That is emotionally how they view the Trump versus Hillary debate. And it doesn't take much for this to boil over. Watch.
All right, now the guy that thought this was all fun and games has become uncomfortable and he's sitting up, but he can't get rid of that smile off his face. He's got the shirt snatched from him, and this guy is not smiling anywhere. If you could take your hand and hold it up, there's no smile there. It's just straight-lipped. Like, no happiness there. This man has become even more uncomfortable. Like, oh my gosh, I asked about this shirt and now it's here. He has snatched it. The other guy has become physically uncomfortable. He has watched it. Now everybody is sitting up at attention.
Show over, I'll take your show. Sure, go ahead. Okay, you know what? Who does?
And now he's looking down like, I feel ashamed for being happy that Alex Jones came to say hi.
This kind of shirt, first of all, sick guy. Second of all,
Bill Clinton's not a rapist, folks.
You know who's accused?
Now Alex Jones has his hands on his hips. He's looking out towards his audience, or I should say the people, not necessarily the audience, where his people are. Moral support, visual support. And he's calling for support.
You know who's accused in court papers of being a rapist? Donald J. Trump. By Donald Trump.
It's about to pop off.
It's in court papers.
This guy is becoming very uncomfortable. And now we have Mr. Stone throwing more fuel on this fire.
All the time, you never give me a chance to respond.
I should give you a job.
And now they're fighting over the mic. And Sink is not giving it up.
You're a sick man, Roger Stone. You're a liar. Roger, no, you're the world's biggest liar. Didn't you admit that you lied? Didn't you already admit that you're a piece of crap?
No, Elliot Spitzer, he's a great guy.
Alex, this ain't my fucking show.
Take it.
It's totally your fucking show. Are you afraid to debate him?
Are you afraid to debate him? Now Alex Jones is actually instigating a debate between the two of them.
Are you kidding me? No.
So they're yelling. I mean, Jesus, the yelling. You're afraid of debate. Alex Jones, first of all, always talks like that. But Genk has to match him. I'm being challenged. Oh my God, is this a dick measuring contest? Here, let me start yelling. So what happens is I guess the black dude, the Predator dude, sends it to commercial break. Somebody behind the scenes says, okay, cut to commercial. But Genk sees it and goes, no, that would be a sign of weakness. And during the break, he says, no, put it back on, put it back on. So it comes back on momentarily.
All right. Roger, run away.
Roger, don't go. He wants to debate you right now.
I'm not going to debate this guy.
So he threatens him. He says, oh yeah, run away, run away. It's so amazing. I mean, it's like, he gets called out for that shit instantly. Yeah, run away, run away. So Alex goes, Roger, come back. He wants to debate. No, actually, I don't want to debate him. No, I'd rather him just walk away and I could say, run away, run away.
Action, man. I don't know why anyone in the media takes you seriously. All you do is lie. You're known as the biggest liar in media. You're the biggest liar in media.
This is projection. Nobody takes you seriously. You are the Fox News. You're not even Fox News. That's an insult to Fox News. And I'm not kidding. These people are amateur hack jobs. Genk is the amateur hack show, and he knows it, and so he's projecting it outwards. Now look at John. Look at the smile. Sheepish grin. Going, oh my God, I work for this guy. Look at Ben. Can't even look at the situation.
And he's proud of himself. The poo storm that he started.
You're the biggest liar in media.
Give him a lie, loser. There's nobody watching this show, dude.
Guys, can you get out of my set, please?
Don't get too mad. We gotta go. All right, well, Crystal, he's actually mad. He's actually really upset.
Sorry, can you get out?
I will have to say that Sink definitely is trying not to become extremely aggressive.
Hey, don't touch my camera.
You want fucking attention? Get off the stage, you fat fuck!
I think you should have come to debate it. That's true.
All right.
Why don't you get out of here, Alex?
And now the Chola comes in. The low class, idiotic, painfully retarded, harpy, shrill-voiced bitch, dumb fucking non-journalist, Anna Kasparian, hook nose, big nose, fidget, 5'2" bitch. She steps in and starts getting Latina on it, just like the hood rat that she is. This is the true Anna Kasparian, what you're witnessing right now. And she goes, why don't you get off the stage, you fat fuck? Now let's listen to that from another angle, so you can get the true gist of what she's saying.
Hey, don't touch my camera.
You want fucking attention? Get off the stage, you fat fuck! Get off!
So Anna being absolutely classless, totally non-professional. Again, she mimics the emotional immaturity of Genk. And why? Because Genk's like a father figure to her. Genk has molded her in thought, in vocal pattern, and in temperament. She's a angry, yelling harpy. Get off the stage, you fat fuck. I mean, hello? Do we have to point out that Genk is a fat fuck?
And a lot of the people that are picking on him for his weight gain aren't really lookers themselves.
Yeah. Get off the stage, you fat fuck!
Oh, and it's the classic bullying move where you want to feel better about yourself, so you look to someone and pick on their imperfections to feel good about yourself. It's just, she strikes me as someone who's actually trying to make a very serious and very terrible statement about overweight people.
Get off the stage, you fat fuck!
Look, I think that if someone that cares about you tells you, like, hey, let's get healthy together, it's not fat shaming. You know, fat shaming is pointing a finger at you and being like, you're fat.
Get off the stage, you fat fuck!
I think that this study is really fascinating because, I mean, I can relate to it big time because when I was about 4 years old, my dance instructor told me that I was overweight. And as a 4? Yes, and that stayed with me for the rest of my life. Now, I don't fit the results of the study. I'm not in an unhealthy body weight. At least I don't think I am. But you know, it does scar you, and you have issues with food and eating for the rest of your life.
Get off the stage, you fat fuck! Get off the stage!
The Saudi Arabians aren't funny enough. You don't see that?
Look at her. Look at that angry mouth. Just Armenian rage, just venom. Shut the fuck up, you bitch. I mean, just a dumb thing to say. Nothing. She's not saying anything. She's just here's some bad words, you bitch. And look at John. Look at John's face. He just doesn't want to be there. I mean, your true colors get revealed in moments like this.
all, let me explain something, all right?
No, Jake, relax.
Okay, hold on. We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time!
By the way, Alex Jones looks like Sam Kinison, doesn't he? You put a trench coat on him, have him grow out some hair. So Genk right now just explodes. Watch it from another angle.
We gotta continue the show.
Hey man, nobody watches you. We know nobody watches you. You need the
Saudi
ratings.
Arabians aren't funny enough, you little jihad.
Hey, first of all, let me explain something, all right? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, hold on.
And what makes him explode is that, oh, no, my little girl Anna, you can't talk shit to her. So what he said to Anna was something like, he mentioned something about Saudi Arabia. Like, are you mad that Saudi Arabia isn't giving you enough money, you jihadi Jane or something? So he's basically commenting on the fact that these people are Muslim apologists, which they are. And they minimize Islamic terrorism all of the time. And they're funded by Qatar and Al Jazeera, who have a obvious open agenda to promote Islam. I mean, this is obvious. That's who pays them. And so that hit so close to home, he shouldn't have said Saudi Arabia. He should have said Qatar, because then he would have been spot on. But Genk blows a gasket. Watch.
We're against Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time!
Oh, really?
We talk about that all the time! Hold on. We're against...
I do not know what's caused him to stand up because we were looking at the female at that time. But you see the man here has gotten up to get out of the way. And the individual that was on the couch beside him has gotten up to get Sink from going after Jones. And Jones has squared off and is looking him directly in the eye. It's almost like he's asking for him to go to the next move.
Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time! Oh, really? We talk about that all the time! You don't know shit! What, do you think the lizard people are in charge?
No.
Is that what you think?
Hey, you're pissed. We're kicking your ass.
Is that what you think?
You're the anti-liberal and you're pissed.
Bullshit!
We're being nice here.
You know what I care about? I care about the American people.
Good. You're the one putting it up. Anybody hurt? I'm being nice.
And then you have that liberal tactic that I pointed out in the very first Jones one that I did, the funny with him shirtless on top of a horse. We're being nice. You're the one, blah, blah, blah. It's you, not me, not me. When obviously it was instigated on his side and it blew up Sink. Literally liberal tactics used on liberals.
You know what I care about? I care about the American people.
Good. You're the one putting it up. Anybody hurt? I'm being nice. I'm not right.
Everybody get the fuck off my stage! Get the fuck off my stage!
You're the one outside. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. They just shut the fuck up, you loser.
People are bringing up the Jimmy Dore spit. That was the same incident. I believe it happened before this part. Let me real quick check. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that was. Anyway, so interesting. Cenk, you are claiming that Alex Jones is unhinged and somehow is a very dark person and is dangerous. Yet you have done what I would argue is worse, because I think Alex Jones knows what he's doing, and I do think he's acting. But you weren't acting. You weren't acting in that clip. That was your true temper showing. And when your true temper showed, how did Alex Jones react? Did he do the same thing you did? Nope. Lenny McCarthy, Cenk is Alexing Alex. Yeah. So it's amazing. You are damned by the standards that you set for other people, and that's one of the reasons.
What the fuck? What a fucking cowardly little bitch. Yeah, get the fuck out. I'm right here. Did you spit in his face? Right here. Did you spit in his face? Right here. Did you spit in his face? So I'm asking you, did you spit in his face? Was I see? Okay, fine.
So, unbelievably, in one of the weakest bitch moves I've ever seen in my life, Jimmy the Tongue Dore, the unfunny, disgusting-looking fucking reptilian, weasels his way in to this scrum and spits in Alex Jones's face, and then tucks tail and runs away. So Ben Mankiewicz is there being an adult, trying to say, hey, let's calm down, let's calm down. By the way, Ben shouldn't have been talking to Alex, he should have been talking to fucking Genk, who was the entire problem. Alex was like, hey, I'm just sitting here. What the hell? I'm not the one that's freaking out. Look, it's your boy here. I mean, as Ben is trying to talk Alex Jones off the ledge, which is a ridiculous thing, his fucking partner is standing there going, get the fuck off my stage. My name's Gink. I'm the Gink, not you. I mean, how do people not understand that that guy is the problem? He is the eyesore. It's not Alex Jones. So Jimmy Dore takes a swig of his drink, swishes it around his mouth, mixes it with his saliva, and then spits on Alex Jones's face. What a disgraceful bitch move. Doesn't stand there to face retaliation, scurries away. That's an assault, by the way. People who spit on other people, it's happened in sports, they get sued. He should be sued. There's no excuse for that. And by the way, Alex was not causing this problem, did not instigate all this, and was perfectly calm. Jimmy comes in and does that.
I'm not lying. Everyone get the fuck off my stage! Get the fuck off my stage!
That should have been more violent because that guy spit in that guy's face right there and then. It is a minor miracle that didn't evolve into violence immediately. I mean, a great percentage of the time, that ends in violence, okay? You don't spit in somebody's face. Look, man, if you spit in a Republican's face, he would probably take out an Uzi and murder half the crowd.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
And we're back, right? Post-election, here to discuss why many people got it wrong. Alex Jones.
I am so glad to be here.
No! Okay, no, we were trying to have a post-election reasonable discussion. Get the off the phone, you fat.
Whoa, man. I thought we were here to have a reasonable discussion.
No, not with you. You're unreasonable.
You're the one yelling. I haven't even said anything
No,
yet.
you, you're yelling. You're the unreasonable one. You.
Yeah, you're yelling fat.
You know, it's odd that you're saying that to me when you're sitting next to Chink.
You.
It's glandular.
You know, I have some supplements here that might actually help you with that
Not
problem.
here. That's bullshit. Fuck you. They're trying to sell supplements. You always try.
I was just trying to help you.
Fuck you. You always trying to sell supplements. You and your gay frogs. You're always selling supplements. What? Right now he's gonna play it down the middle. What? You say the water maybe makes the frogs gay? Maybe you're gay. Maybe you're gay.
Yeah, you may be gay, amphibious fuck. I'm better than you. I'm fucking better than you.
Look, I'm not gay, but would it be a problem if I was? Let's get back to talking about President Trump.
No, that's bullshit.
What is?
Okay, right? The Electoral College is bullshit. Donald Trump president is bullshit. We're trying to have reasonable post-election discussion and you just bring bullshit.
Listen, regardless of what you think about the Electoral College, Donald Trump won the election. That's the reality.
Okay, right? So this is the problem. I'm just sitting here, and Alex Jones got on the show, and I'm so much of a fucking intellectual that I'm willing to entertain and have reasonable discussion and do. Fuck you! President-elect Donald Trump is bullshit. The Electoral College is bullshit. And we were trying to have a post-election, a fucking reasonable discussion. And you're just coming here and you just.
No.
You're bullshit.
Calm down. Calm down.
Bullshit out of your mouth.
Time for a bacon grease snap. Time for a bacon grease snap. Num bacon grease. Come on.
I'm too fucking open-minded.
Time for a bacon grease snap. Num bacon grease. Come on.
What is happening?
I'm too open-minded, and
Suckle your bacon grease on the Young Turks, and then you'll recharge all your power.
This may be a bad time. I may need to come back a little bit later. What the hell?
Down, upside down. Yeah, this is a bad time, you Infowars fat fuck.
What the hell am I involved with here?
It's bullshit.
fucking better than you, okay? Much better than you. You are garbage.